Hello, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Long Story Short with Ken. I am Ken, Kyn, and you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at officially_Ken. If you guys are watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. And if you're not on YouTube, make sure you go get on YouTube so you can follow, subscribe, like, and comment on there as well. All right, so let's get into this next episode. This is Christmas week. So I was super happy to be home with family. This is the longest that I have been home with family since I've moved away. So it was really nice for me to kind of hone in on my loving, family-oriented side of things. So let's get right back into it. So F is for faith. And for me, it was about kind of tapping into what that true meaning of Christmas is. I am a Christian. I do believe in Christ and Jesus, my Lord and Savior. Thank you. So for me, it was just about not being selfish and realizing that life is bigger than me, and that I'm not going to sit here and spend a whole bunch of money on gifts or a whole bunch of time trying to please other people. I want to be more intentional and be more thoughtful about how I was moving and how I was acting. I chose to spend a lot of time with loved ones who I know that were going through a hard time, and just wanting to make sure that people didn't feel alone and that they didn't feel like they weren't thought of, or they were people who felt like they were getting pushed aside because they knew that they weren't in a happy place. Because y'all know how y'all are out there. You want to sit there and be like, oh, I don't want to be around this person because they're not feeding into this happiness or whatever. So I wanted to make sure I gave some time for those people, and that kind of made me feel really good, especially when I was being more intentional about the gifts that I was getting, making sure I wasn't spending money just to spend it. It was more of making sure that the gifts they were getting was something that I knew they would actually appreciate, and something that they may not have said they wanted, but it was something that I knew that they would like, and in some kind of way hinted to that's what they were looking for to add as an addition to their life or anything like that. So that was just kind of important to me this week, of making sure I just understood that this isn't a time to be selfish. This is not a time to kind of give into what society is doing, and just kind of really making sure I broke out of what everybody wants to just spend money and go out and do all the things that, but I was being very thoughtful and intentional about what I was doing, how I was spending my time, especially because I didn't have a lot of time to waste, because I wasn't going to be home for the whole season like I normally am. So that was my faith one. For A, for athleticism and fitness, it was important for me to start understanding I need to create more of a welcoming environment to talk about my fitness journey. Typically, I saw myself as more of a mentor in the fitness journey, just because that's what I do for work. I'm an athletic trainer, so I'm usually always around helping other people reach their fitness goals in some kind of way, make sure their body's prepared for it. But I wanted to make sure that I was really kind of being open to the conversations of okay, I'm also not happy with the weight that I'm at, or I'm also not happy with the way that my body has transformed over the years, but also just embracing that love for myself and that self-love and care, that I need to just be confident in the way I am now. And it's not like I'm body shaming myself or anything like that, or anybody. It's more of just, for me, my body looks different than what it used to, and it feels different from what it used to for various reasons. And I'm learning how to love this new shape of mine, and just how to move it, and how to just give it some graces when it don't bounce back as fast as it used to. You know what I'm saying? So yes. B is for beauty, which for me this week, kind of harping on that side of things, was just being more vulnerable, just being more present, if that makes sense. I'm very much an introvert. I do like doing things by myself and being a homebody, but I'm an extrovert at the same time. I do like going out and doing things, but even in crowds of people, I'm pretty quiet a lot of times, and I'm trying to work on being more present in those conversations, being more involved, in my presence around people. I'm just realizing that it's okay for me to ask questions, or it's okay for me to just kind of open up a little bit more and not be so surface level in certain situations. And it's not that I even have a wall up, it's just I'm very much a low key kind of person, high key. But yeah, so that was kind of how I kind of went into this week, just knowing that I was around people I may not see for a long time. So I wanted to make sure that my time with people was just more precious, and it was able to just have enough meat in my interaction with people, so that way it gave us something to hold on to until the next time, you know. So then lastly, lifestyle for Fab Life. Lifestyle was just kind of realizing how important family was for me, and like my relationships with people. And I need to start preparing for my own family and preparing for me to have a relationship with someone else. So just kind of seeing how it was more of a lot of self-reflection, if that makes sense. Just kind of ways that I've grown and things I like, things I don't like, you know, how I would like for my relationships to be, and just like nothing went wrong or anything. It was just, I feel like this is a really good week for me to just kind of reflect and just to see how far I've came and where I want to go and what I want to do and who I want to do it with, you know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of reflecting this week. And I kind of feel like I don't have much to talk about, but at the same time, that's the whole purpose of me doing this vlogging and having this long story short with Ken. It's just an opportunity for me to kind of look back later and be able to see the growth, or to be like, you know, I talked about wanting to do better on that. You know, did I really do better on that? And how far have I come? And, you know, maybe that was a poor way of thinking, and I'm learning from it, looking back on this later. So this is just a really big week of diving deeper and understanding just how much deeper I need to go. If that makes sense. Because I really do want to be better, and I really want to be more fabulous, and just live a better life, and just make sure that it's meaningful. So this week had a lot to do with me kind of figuring out, okay, you know, what else do I need to do? And I know I'm not perfect, and I know it's always something that I could work on. So this week just had a lot to do with that, and it was a lot geared around family and relationships, just because I was able to reconnect with people that I haven't been able to connect with in a long time. So that's in this episode. Thank y'all so much for watching. I love y'all. Please make sure you follow me on Instagram and TikTok at officially underscore Ken, and that's KYN. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube, and you are watching Long Story Short with Ken. All right, thank y'all so much, and I will see y'all, well, talk to y'all too next